Good morning, real estate fans. Alice Lema here, broker John L. Scott, beautiful Southern Oregon, with another edition of the weekly podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about foreclosures and short sales, and it's going to be a good one, and you're going to want to stick to the end. So before we start, just give you a quick second to subscribe to the channel, give us a like, a thumbs up, share with your friends. You can text or call me this weekend if you want to talk privately about your real estate stuff. My number is 541-301-7980. It's floating up there. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get on to our podcast today. We're going to be doing local stats, but we're specifically going to be speaking about why so few foreclosures and short sales. So let's start with a chart that was published by Adam Team, and you can see since 2005 to 2022, the foreclosures quantity are very, very low. So I just want to point this out right now. Here we are kind of at the end of 2022, and we're seeing an uptick, but it's not really very much. And anytime you're worried about foreclosures, we will update this every few months so that everybody can see what the data is. But right now, we're not in danger zone. In fact, Robin Rothstein of SoFi Learn published this last month that I thought was very interesting. And it says, while foreclosure activity has been on the rise since the expiration of the pandemic relief programs, the good news is that the experts believe repossessions will be even lower than before the pandemic due to the majority of borrowers in foreclosure having positive equity in their homes. The positive equity comment, it says this means that borrowers can sell their properties at a profit and avoid foreclosure auctions and lender repossessions. So this is what we've been saying all along, is that yes, there is a slight uptick in short sales and foreclosures, and we're going to go to our local stats here in a second. But as you can see, most people have so much equity, they're not really in danger of losing money on their house. And if they did, it was extenuating circumstances or something odd. Okay. We're not anywhere near looking at the amount of foreclosure starts that we were back even in 2005. And 2005 was the heyday, right? Okay. So let's look now at our local Jackson County and Josephine County stats. So again, Southern Oregon MLS has all these reports on their website. There's too many to talk about, but I just want to touch briefly on some of the trends we're seeing. That in Jackson County, the 5-year amount of appreciation, Jackson County is 49% up in the last 5 years. What's interesting, the 1-year mark, this one last year, 6.6%. What about Josephine County? Josephine County went up in the last 5 years, 54%, but in the last year, only 2.7. So we're definitely seeing a slowdown. But again, like we keep saying, these 2 to 10% year over year increase in appreciation, that's sustainable, that's scalable, that's normal, that's not some kind of a hyper inflated market or depreciating market. That's a nice sustainable amount. But it's interesting that the 5-year marks are almost 50% or more, and the 1-year marks are 2 to 6, 2 to 7, normal, sustainable. Now, diving down into a couple of the areas, Jackson County does have a negative 1-year change. Looking at Jacksonville is down 7%. Phoenix is down 3%. Southwest Medford is down 2%. And White City is down 5%. But those 1-year marks for those areas, averaging the entire Jackson County, 6.6%. But it's just kind of fun to start looking to watch how things are changing. So let's go to Josephine County real quick. The 1-year changes are all positive. So the 2.7% year over year increase that we had in Josephine County is all positive. We're starting to see a little mix in Jackson County. Now, let's talk about distressed properties. The report is called the REO short sale comparison report. It's also known as the existing home distressed sales report. So going to Jackson County, we have 5 REOs. REO is a foreclosure. REO is the bank term, real estate owned. REO foreclosure, same. We have 2 short sales in Jackson County. Now, if you remember, short sale is before foreclosure. So short sale is when you sell the house at a loss. The lender takes the loss. The lender is getting shorted. The term short sale is a bank term. It refers to the lender is taking less money than was owed on the mortgage. So if you had $100,000 mortgage and the bank did a short sale for $75,000, that is a $25,000 short sale, and then you avoid foreclosure. Why are we doing all this? It's not because I think there's any kind of crash coming, at least right now. I don't see that happening, but I just want people to realize we're tracking the data. So if something is going to happen, we're going to know. Okay. But it's also kind of interesting to go back and see that we're just starting to have a smattering of REOs and short sales. We go into Josephine County. Josephine County REO, we have 2 and we have 0 short sale. So isn't that interesting? Josephine County is actually faring a little better than Jackson County. But again, going back to this idea that we're going to have a lot of inventory, that's the other concept I hear out there a lot this week, is that there's going to be a lot of inventory coming from the foreclosure and the short sale world. I just don't see that happening. So here's my prediction. Short sales and REOs are not going to help the housing inventory. We still have to go and list people's homes. People have to move. They have to sell. They have to get that vacation property or sell their big ranch and downsize, become a first-time home buyer, whatever it is that makes your world better, because you have real estate buying and selling. That's the old-fashioned way. We just have to have people buy and sell their houses. And that's where I think our inventory is going to be coming from for the most part for the next 18 months or so. But once again, we're going to track it every week. So if something is going to happen on the short sale or the foreclosure data, then you're going to know it. You're going to hear it here first. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to be your agent. You can call, you can text 541-301-7980. I'm around all weekend. Great listing agent, great buyer's agent, great with invested first-time home buyers, riverfront, whatever you need, we can do it. Have a great weekend. Hug those you love. We'll talk to you next week. Bye now.